Hello Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising, and welcome to your first half of May readings with me. To get started, it's for the Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising. And the first week, my dear Capricorns, for you is bringing you some kind of challenges. First week of May. You and somebody is not on the same page. You are upset most probably. There are some people who are creating provocations, who are provoking you, who are creating fights, arguments. This kind of energy is also seen. I also see that there is a kind of an ego battle between you and somebody at this point of time. I also see for some of the Capricorns it is regarding papers. Papers regarding administration. It can be regarding a lawsuit. For some of the Capricorns it can be regarding heritage also. Make sure that you are not being taken for a ride when it comes to money matters, my dear Capricorn, because there can be some people who are just, maybe your siblings, maybe the relatives who you are sharing some resources with. So just keep watch that everything is clear on paper, okay? Because verbally it's a different thing, but on paper everything has to be very, very clear. Just make sure, okay? I also see for some of the Capricorns that you're very, very tired at this point of time, so you need proper rest. For some of you, it is you were expecting certain things to happen in a certain way and they haven't happened. So there is a kind of, inner conflict that is taking place, or you can just, have a kind of argument with your colleagues. It can be with your higher ups, it can be with your children, it can be with your relatives also, your significant other also. But there is a lot of provocation energy in the first week of May, so take it easy, okay? And I also see for Capri students also that it's a bit, certain things are a bit challenging for you right now. So work towards more stability and focus on the constructive side of things, my dear Capris, okay? Now we go to the second week. The second week of May, my dear Capris, I see that you are more in a reflecting kind of a mood. There is a lot of thinking going on. There is a lot of introspection that is going on. There is a lot of, I see that, you're thinking a lot, you're critically analyzing a lot of things. I also see, my dear Capricorns, in the second week is that for some of you, you might be like going home from a holiday, or you are investing in a new home or a residence. You are also, some of you are selling a property, okay, that is a house that belonged, or heritage, or your house that you wanted to sell off. So it's the deal is getting through now in the second week of May. I see that for some of the Capricorns you are having some problems with your bones and joints, and just be careful, okay? And be careful regarding accidents in the second week. Like, you are just wanting to sit on a chair and you miss it and boom, you fall down, and then you have a backache or things like that. So just be careful about that, my dear Capricorns, in the second week. And also regarding any kind of pains, especially muscles, joints, if you have that, immediately you go to the doctor and get the solace. Otherwise it might multiply. This pain can multiply. All right. And then I also see for some of the Capris there is a change of place regarding job also. Transfer, job change is happening also. For some of you, you're starting a home-based job or home-based business also at this point of time is what I see for some of the Capris. I also see for some of the Capris is that they can be transferred to another place, or they are getting a new job also, okay? This kind of energy is also what I see for Capris in the second week of May, okay? So all in all, I see that this energy is also telling you, look inside of you. When things are not going right with some people, instead of trying to judge them or trying to see why they are like that, sometimes we have to just, go inward. Because we also might be the cause of certain things that are happening, okay? Many a times I also tell some parents also who come to me for consultations is that when the children are not getting along well and things like that, I always tell them that parents are equally responsible for some problems that are happening between children. Many a times what happens is that one of the parent is so much focused, the parents sometimes can be so much focused on just on one child that the other child gets neglected. And because of that, that other child develops wrong and bad negative feelings against that other sibling, just because the parents are giving that more attention to only one person. Maybe they have some weaknesses in their life, something is not right, but what happens is that because of this parental biased attention, even if we say parents are never biased in their love, they give love equally to this thing, it's wrong, excuse me, but it is wrong. Not all of them are like that, okay? So here you have to understand is that biased attention can create conflicts between the brothers and sisters, the brothers or the sisters. So you need to be very, very careful as parents. Best thing is don't fall into your adult children's problems between them. Let them sort it out themselves. Don't take sides. Don't take sides. This is what I tell. And in the second week, I'm seeing that this kind of thing can be playing for some Capris. Okay. And so you need to be very, very careful about that. Best is that, you are parents to all of them. If you are a parent and this is happening with you in the second week, then you have to know is that you are not the parent of just one child. If you have 2 children, if you have 3, if you have 5 children, you are parents to all. So you can't take sides. Okay. You have to be neutral over there, which is very difficult. I can understand you, but be careful of that kind of a bias. Otherwise, you will create a mess in the house. All right, my dear Capris, if you're dealing with this problem in the second week of May, just remember that. All right. So I leave you here. Take good rest in the second week of May. And also, money-wise, I see things are quite fine for you. No worries about that, okay? I'm going to see you next for the next half of May. Until then, take good care of yourself. Bye-bye. God bless. Bye.